Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Board of Appeals meeting here we are on September 10th, 2025. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Permit me to confirm that all members present and persons anticipated on the agenda are present. You can hear me. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Mr. Riley.
Yes.
Who's next on my list? Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Masterson?
Yes.
Mr. Burton?
Yes.
And that'll take care of that. And Ms. DiPaolo?
Yes.
Excellent. And John not joining us?
Hello, I'm here.
Oh,
John.
you always, there you are. You hide in you hide
Sorry.
under the, okay, that's
Video's
fine. No,
off.
that's good. No, that's fine. You're the seal. Okay. The great seal of Hopkinton. Okay. This open meeting of the Board of Appeals is being conducted remotely. Please note that this meeting is being recorded. Accordingly, please be aware that others may be able to see you. And take care not to screen share your computer. Anything that you broadcast may be captured by the recording and by HCAM. And again, thank you, HCAM. All supporting materials that have been provided to members of this body are available on the town's website via the web meeting calendar, unless otherwise noted. Each vote taken at this meeting will be conducted by a roll call vote. I'd like to proceed to the first agenda item, which is let the minutes show that Mr. Cohen has arrived. Okay, and let me just open up my agenda, which I just closed by accident. Okay, there it is right there. 1 second, sorry. Okay, let's see. Let's just go by the orders that we have here. Zoning Advisory Committee representative. Arnold, when you missed the last meeting, you were voted in as our ZAC representative, and but we did say if you decided you didn't want to do it, we wouldn't force you to it. But you weren't here. Would you mind doing it again for another year? Oh, you're on mute, Arnold.
Guess that's what I get for not being at the meeting. Well, I'll do it unless if somebody else would like to do it, like the opportunity to do it, I'm fine. But if not, I will maintain the present status.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I can only do 2 roles, I think.
Recording in
Mr. Cohen.
progress.
I'll pass.
Okay, and I vote in the affirmative. Okay, it's almost unanimous. All right, second on our agenda today is review and okay. Has everyone looked over the draft minutes that Adina sent over? And if there are no objections, I'd like to make a motion to accept them as drafted.
Second.
Excellent. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none. Mr. Masterson?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Burton?
Yes.
And Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
And they vote in the affirmative also. That one is unanimous. Okay. And next up is future meeting dates. Dan, do we have anything coming up for 24th or the 8th?
We have nothing on the schedule at all for nothing
Okay,
is
good.
in right now. So the next,
Good, so-
next meeting in 2 weeks, there won't be anything else scheduled unless you continue this one tonight till that date.
Yeah, well, we can see what Mr.
Yeah.
Hartwell needs and we can just work with him accordingly. That's great news. Okay, and now I'd like to commence the public hearing continuation of 3 Claflin Street, number 26002. Mr. Hartwell, would you enlighten us on what's going on?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So Craig Hartwell for the applicant. We met with the Historical Commission last night. Well, to back up, last month we met with this board. We gathered a lot of feedback from the board members, from the abutters. We've had the site walk. At this point, we've decided we're obviously going to reduce the number of units to 3 from 4 because that was the biggest point of resistance. In order to do that, we were trying to come up with a plan that would better address the setbacks, specifically the setback to the west. So we went to the Historical Commission and asked for permission to knock down the existing structure and replace it with something a little bit more central to the lot. They have determined that it is preferably preserved. So they would like us to keep the existing structure that's there, absent the porch, which they've already approved us to take off. So at this point, we're looking to revise our plans to address keeping the existing structure and increasing the total number of units to only 3. So.
Excellent. All right. So how much time do you think you'd need? And then we'll speak, as you saw that our slate's completely open. And,
correct. And I would ask to continue to that hearing, just as a placeholder. If in the event that we don't have plans properly prepared in time, we would obviously ask to continue it, far enough in advance so that we wouldn't inconvenience you guys with, having to hold the meeting at 7 o'clock. Just for
no, well, we will if we do continue it to the 24th, we do still have to hold a meeting. If there's an agenda put up. So if you think that if you want to just go to the to October 8th. Or do you want to try for the 24th?
No, I think we should be able to have plans back by the 24th.
Great. Okay.
And then any plans, even if this board approves them, we'd have to go back before the Historical Commission again, I believe on the 7th. So it'd be best to have that in place.
All right, great. That's that. All right. So so you'd like to continue this until September 24th?
Correct. And before you act on that motion, I have one question. There was some talk at the last meeting about the site layout. And so as we're revising the plans, I would just ask for a little bit of feedback from this board to their appetite if we were to split the building into 2. So essentially keep the existing structure as a standalone single family and then have the additional 2 units be a standalone, well, be a 2-unit structure with a driveway in between to help address some of the flow issues that are there. Because the issue with the existing house is obviously it doesn't have a garage. We're proposing with the 2 new units that they will both have 2-car garages. So we should have plenty of parking off the street out of the way there. But where the existing structure doesn't have a garage, we want to account for that as well. So if just kind of gauging the board's appetite for whether they prefer it to be a singular structure or a split structure.
Now, that's something I might have to ask Mr. Gilgich. John, I was wondering if you could weigh in. Would that be considered an accessory dwelling unit? It has to be, but I know the garden apartments are allowed there, and some of them are multiple buildings. But I just want to make sure that we're not going to send him down a.
Sorry, can you just repeat the question?
So, John. So we're asking. So we're looking to reduce the number of units to 3 total, and keep the existing structure where it is. So it's been brought up at some of the past meetings with the neighbors about a driveway in between the units. So basically, if we keep the existing structure and the additional 2 units would be a standalone structure to the east with a driveway splitting them.
And the question is, would that be an ADU?
Would that be no? That was a question from me. Can one have two housing units on one lot?
2 structures.
2 structures.
So I'm going to weigh in, and so I think what he's proposing is a 3-unit condominium, and the condominium would have separate buildings,
Correct.
one would have two and one would have one. So it is, instead of a 3 attached condominiums, he's looking at, like we have in town, some of them are
Yeah.
detached condominiums. He's saying his question is, would the board look favorably to allowing a split condominium as opposed to a single building condominium with the restraints that historical put on them? If I said that correct, Mr. Hartwell.
Well,
Yeah.
so the reason why I asked was, it's not, would we look favorably? Are we allowed to?
Allowed
even-
to.
Right. Are we allowed to even look at that? Because it may not be allowed in some zoning areas. But I know that the garden apartments are allowed, but I don't know if multiple structure garden.
Yeah, it's a good question. Multiple structures are allowed in certain places in the zoning. It's how would it be allowed, because it's not currently 2 structures, right? It's currently 1 structure. So you'd be putting 2 structures on. So we'd have to figure out if any permitting would be needed and what that permitting would look like. So I'd have to take a read through of the zoning bylaw to really answer that question.
Could I also suggest that he may have to resubmit his request because it's going to change, and it may change his request for setbacks?
No, it wouldn't be our intent to go into the setbacks any more than we already are.
Okay.
Actually, in actuality, we've been trying to make the project more conforming. So
Okay.
the only encroachment would be that west side setback to 1 Claflin, which is only like 6 feet. But that's the existing structure that's there already. The new structure would conform to the setbacks as they are.
John, when do you think you would be able to answer the question about whether, because I don't know the answer.
So I mean, I can take a look at the zoning bylaw and give you my interpretation, but it's not going to be the official determination because I'm not the CEO. So, you know, I can look at that tomorrow and try and get an answer. I would just want to. I think it would still need that same special permit for the multifamily in the downtown business district because you are doing multifamily, right?
Yep.
So like it would still be that same.
Relief. We're still asking for the same
Exactly.
relief. I'm just asking if we can do it as a
Yeah,
split.
I don't-
building.
Yeah, and I
With
don't
better
think there's any. I don't think there's any provision in the zoning bylaw that comes to the top of my head that would prohibit that. I know there's a provision that says no 2 single family dwelling units can be on the same lot, but these wouldn't be single family; they'd be multifamily.
Correct.
Well, I guess maybe one building would be single family, and then another one would be a duplex, but that is technically not a single family.
Technically, it'd be a condo, so yeah.
Yeah, so I'd have to take a look because it might not need anything.
And but more importantly, is that something that the board would like us to entertain, if that is a possibility? I mean, if the other board members say they want it to be 1 structure, we can do 1 structure. But if they would prefer that it be a split structure and it's determined to be permitted by the ZO, then we'll obviously revise our plans accordingly for you to meet the requirement.
John, Katina?
Well, yeah, absolutely. If it's going to, if it's allowed in the zoning, as John G said, and it makes the project neater, cleaner, and easier for everybody to absorb, then yes. And if it takes care of the historical society that they want the main building to stay the same, and you can do something behind, that's the stuff that they do in Boston all the time. They keep a facade. They keep the front 3 feet of a 5 or 6 story building, and then put up a contemporary building behind it. So it's not that it's unprecedented, right? But sure, yeah, if it can work, and it makes it better for everybody, let's go for win-wins. That's what we always try to do here.
No, and that's what I mentioned, the historical commission. This isn't an adversarial process. We want to come up with something that's good for the town, and good for the neighborhood.
Excellent. Beautiful. All right. All right, so we have a motion. Oh no, well, I'll make with the request, and I'll make a motion to continue this public hearing to the 24th of September.
Second,
Any discussion on the motion?
Do
Hearing
we have
none?
to make sure that the appropriate deadlines are extended, right? Because we have to issue a decision within a certain time period from the application submission.
Don't we? But is it from the application submission or from when we finish the hearings? If they're asking for continuance, I believe we continue to have the 30 days. It's happened to us before on several.
A special permit is, you don't count it till it's 100 days from the close of a public hearing. A variance is from when it's filed, but he's been filling out continuation forms and signing them, so it's fine. It has a blurb at the bottom.
I just want to make sure he doesn't get caught.
Yeah, no, we've had stuff that have gone on for months here.
no, that's a good one, Sean. I've been on boards where it's gone through, where I've been present when the 100 days lapsed, and it's nothing but a headache.
Yeah. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion on that motion to continue to the 24th? Hearing none, Mr. Masterson,
Yes.
Mr. Hunt,
Yes.
Mr. Riley,
Yes.
Mr. Burton,
Yes.
Mr. Cohen,
Yes.
and I am in the affirmative also. Excellent. Mr. Hartwell, thank you very much for coming. That's, it's, I'm really glad that we're all working together here.
I appreciate it, Mr. Chair.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, all right. Hey, guys, we already took care of all the housekeeping tonight. And
Anything
now we
else,
go-
Adina?
No, that's it. But I will be, just so you know, the 18th, I'll be out of the office for probably 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. So, I probably will miss maybe the first meeting. I'll be doing work from home after a couple weeks, but so I may miss 1 or 2 meetings, but John will be there.
excellent.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much. All right. All right. So a motion to adjourn.
Motion to
Second.
adjourn second.
Excellent. Any discussion on that motion? Hearing none. Mr. Riley,
Yes.
Mr. Hunt,
Yes.
Mr. Burton,
Yes.
Mr. Masterson,
Yes.
and Mr. Cohen.
Yes.
And I am in the affirmative to adjourn this meeting. Good night, everyone.
G.
We are adjourned. Yes.
John G., can you stay on for a quick second?
Excellent. All right. I'm gonna get off so we are not in a real meeting. Good night, HCAM. Thank you
I
very
think-
much, everybody, for coming. Yes.
John, I think that I just asked John Gelchick this question. I think that some of that was testimony, so I think we have to consider that part of, what goes on the record. So at the next meeting, there's only 4 of you full members that were here. Mike DiMaggio wasn't, and he was at the last one, so we'll have to have him sign that form and watch the tape just to be on the safe side if we want him to vote. I mean, you still have
Okay.
Sean was also at the first one, so he could be the 5th voting member if there's an issue with Mike DiMaggio not, being able to watch it.
Sean, would you be okay with that? You're okay? Okay, good. All right, great. This is why we have additional members. Thank you very much. Okay, so are we adjourned?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, good night, everyone. Thank you very much for
All right,
coming.
great,
HCAM,
guys.
thank you very
Thank you.
much. Okay, all
Thank
right,
you.
bye.
Recording stopped.
Mike,
Hey.
do you need me here too, or you just want to
No,
talk to
just John.
Okay. Bye.
Good luck. I don't know why you're going, but good luck with everything.
Oh, it